Hi friends, welcome to this session. This session is going to be, very, informative. I am thinking the session details are why we need to invest in the markets. This is the concept I am going to talk in this session. In case any places, if you get the any questions, please start talking. Okay, since I am concentrating here, and also see, I am very smallest guy. I'm not having the capitals to maintain the hi-fi tools for the these kind of sessions like Zoom and all. I use only free tools, which is the Google Meet. This is here, it will be there, and here somewhere I will be using in this. Okay, whatever you are talking and you are asking for the join to the meeting and all, I may not visible. So you have to talk loudly and use it. Coming to our session, right? Why we need to invest in the markets. Okay, before that, let us find out, okay, any other alternatives are there for the markets. If we find the alternatives, we can go with the alternatives only. If the alternatives are not there, then we go with the markets. Okay, for going with the markets, all the rules regulations slowly we can think of later. First at least we need to figure out why we need to go with the stock markets is the biggest question everybody having. Okay, the reason is, first of all, let us discuss about the inflation. Okay, I think everybody knows about the inflation. Everybody talks nowadays, that word inflation is becoming so popular. Okay, that means what is that inflation is? Inflation is something like one blind terminology. Okay, you can think like this. Today some consumer goods like your refrigerator or any other items in your house, or vegetables, or the regular edible things like oils or tomatoes, vegetables, fruits, all those things. Let's say today it is you are getting 1 kg for 10 rupees. Okay, next year do you think the same price will be there? It will not be there. Okay, this 10 rupees may go up to the some limit or limitless also sometimes. Okay, this 10 rupees maybe next year 15 rupees. Okay, once it goes to this range, it may not come back to the same range. Okay, some items like the vegetables, if you take the vegetables or tomato, okay, tomato can go for the free of cost also, 1 rupee also, because this you cannot store. This you cannot store in the somewhere longer time, more than 1 week you cannot store these items. So in that case, these kind of items will fluctuate plus or minus based on the demand and supply. If the supply is not there, demand is going to increase. Because of that, it may go up to 150 also sometimes. Okay, but there is a probability of coming to 1 rupee also. I'm not talking about these things. What I'm talking about is the items which are stable things. Let's take the milk. Okay, for example, I'm taking the milk every year. This will not be producible easily, right? We need to have the animals. One side people wanted to kill the animals, other side people wanted to use the animals for the meat, at the same time use for the multiple purposes. That is where it's very difficult for the animals to produce the milk, to bring the animals to produce the milk. Okay, till that point, to bringing till that point is very difficult, and also you cannot make very bulk things. Nobody is interested. That is very challenging. Okay, you take this kind of thing. Yesterday, last month, okay, or 6 months ago, I'm taking example as the Dodla milk. Okay, that is IPO listed in the market, right? It was like 24 rupees or 22 rupees I was seeing. Then it increased to the 27 in Bangalore. I am talking. Today it is 33 rupees. The Dodla card. Okay. So similarly, there are other brands like Nandini, which is the famous brand in Bangalore. Every year I am seeing there is a increase. that increase, right? How much percentage that increase is going on the day to day use items. Okay, that is, you can assume that is called inflation. That price difference is the inflation. So last year it was 24 rupees, this year it was 33 rupees. Between 33 and 24, okay, how much difference is there? 9 rupees difference is there. Okay, this 9 rupees is the inflation. This inflation, so for one item 9 rupees, there will be a several items like this. Okay, for taking all the items and to take the average price in India, there is a inflation rate of 5 to 6 percentage. Inflation rate is 5 to 6 percentage. Now, how to beat this inflation? Okay, if you are working as a salaried employee, okay, your salary today is I'm taking ordinary person 10 lakh rupees salary. Don't think like okay, I'm getting 50 lakhs or I'm getting 1 lakh. Okay, that comparison I'm not taking. Yeah, for the example purpose I'm taking 10 lakh. If you are getting 10 lakh rupees, your hike for the next year not getting more than inflation rate 7 percentage. That means, okay, your job is not good job, or your performance is not good, or something, there is a problem in underlying. Okay, that underlying problem may be in you or in your company. So you need to think about changing the job. Okay, this is the competitive world. Always you need to move quickly and make the money. Okay, so in that process, always you need to work respectably, get the respectable amount. Okay, if that respect is not there, somewhere you are working, if the respect is not there, what we have to do? We have to quit the job, find the new job where is the respect. Okay, with respect, that respect can be money, in the form of money, or in the form of like the way they are treating you, all those things. Okay, so at least the minimum expectation should be the, you need to get the more than inflation amount, that hikes whatever you are getting. If that is not getting, means there is no point of working in the company. Okay, you remember that. Second thing is, you may ask the question here. Okay, how much salary hike you got? Okay, that is different story. I got better than what the what the inflation. Whenever I feel less, I used to argue with my manager. Okay, I used to get my salary, good salary. And also, most of the time, whenever I feel bad, I changed the companies. Okay, so why we need to earn the more than inflation? The reason you take, let's take one more example. You are having some amount. Okay, 1 lakh rupees amount is there with you. If you are having 1 lakh rupees, okay, the inflation rate is 6 percentage. As of today, 5.7 something is there. Okay, go to the Google, you figure out India inflation rate. 4.83 percentage. Maybe it might have gone to the up to 5 to 6 also. Okay, average you can take, average you can take 5 to 6 percentage. Let me, for the calculation purpose, I am taking 5 percentage. Okay, let me take 5 percentage. All these things you already know. Okay, going forward I am going to discuss slowly. Just I wanted to before giving the basic things, right, I cannot go into the deep things. Okay, so 5 percentage, that means inflation is 5 percentage, means next year this 1 lakh supposed to become 1 lakh 5,000 rupees. If you are not able to make this more than this, so 1 lakh 5,000 rupees, right, more than this, if you are not able to make more than that, what is the issue? Okay, you are the loser. Why you are the loser? Because The reason is your spendings are more than what you are earning. Okay, the market value for this 1 lakh is going to be the 1 lakh 5,000 rupees next year. But still, if you are 1 lakh rupees only, let's say you called one plumber to your house. Okay, last year you might have paid the 250 rupees for the repair cost. Now he is charging for the 500 rupees. Okay, so your salary is not growing, or the money which you invested is not growing. That means slowly it is going to become a zero one fine day. Your age is going to become like 60. You will not have no more strength to work, but your money, whatever the money you are having, eaten by the inflation, now you don't have no more money. Okay, now you don't have the no more money, so you are going to struggle with the, in this age, right? You need to have the flexibility. That flexibility you are going to miss. Okay, now I hope you got the what is the issue with this inflation. The minimum amount for this 1 lakh next year, if you are not able to make the 1.5 lakh 1.05 lakh, okay, that means you are going to be the loser. Okay, so for getting this 1 lakh 5,000 rupees, let's assume like, okay, you chosen the investment instruments. Your job is one thing. Okay, here also you need to 20 lakhs. If you are getting the salary next year, how much you need to get? Minimum the 7%, which is above the inflation rate. Otherwise the taxes, all those things, every year taxes are going to grow. Your salary is not going on that basis, so you are going to be the loser. Your experience is gaining. Ultimately one fine day your savings are going to affect. These savings, whatever you saved, will not be sufficient for your future to survive. Okay, this is the biggest problem everybody having. Because of this, right, because of these issues, the people whoever working in the companies, okay, in the government companies especially, they will get the sometimes they will get the less salary. Okay, governments are not giving the more hikes in the, because of the salaries, less salaries they are getting, they will look for the alternative like chitti business in the villages, right? Real estate brokerage business, all the idiotic business done by these guys only. Okay, why? The reason is their salaries are not growing aggressively, or they are committed for taking the bribes, okay, to manage all these things. So that is not their mistake. Okay, that is the mistake of the inflation society mistake. Okay, so finally the 1 lakh, coming to the 1 lakh, it's supposed to become like 1.05 lakh. Okay, if that is not becoming, that means you are not able to beat the inflation in the longer term, where at the age of 50 or 60 years you are forced to take the retirement because of your health conditions, and the norms, government norms for the retirement age, all those things. Because of all those things, you are forced to take the retirement. After that you cannot able to manage your respectable life. Okay, that is the primary issue we are having. So to beat that, what you have to do, you have to figure out some additional incomes. Okay, in the job, right? In the beginning your salary might be 10 lakh rupees. That time 10 percentage means you will get 1 lakh rupees is the hike. Okay, when you become 20 years experience, that time your salary might be 50 lakhs. Okay, when if it is 50 lakhs, right? Okay, if they give 10 percentage, which is going to be the 5 lakh. Okay, 5 lakh rupees hike they never give. Okay, then what they will do, they will give you for 2 percentage, 3 percentage, 4 percentage, all these things. But internally, when you are when you are beginner 25 years, the expense, the 10 lakh rupees after 25 years, right? That means now you are 45 years. Okay, or 40 years, which is 10 lakhs is equal to 50 lakhs. Okay, you are on par with the society. You are not paid more or anything. You may be thinking the 50 lakhs is very high amount. When you are comparing these guys, you are thinking it is very high amount, but relatively you are not getting the sufficient money. You always think, you always calculate that. Okay. Coming to that, let's take one by one some investment objectives. Okay. Why we need to invest? Do the investment in case your knowledge is okay, you are stagnant. Okay, you are stagnant. That means you are not able to improve your skill set, but you wanted to adjust whatever your company is giving. So in that case, people wanted to have the additional income, which is called passive income. Okay, why we need to passive income? Whatever earnings are there, the company is giving you the default things, default salary hikes, default things, then you need to have the some passive income somewhere. For getting this passive income, people will do various things. Okay, some people they run the interest business. Some people they invest in the FDs. Some people choose the pick the mutual fund investments. Some people pick okay real estate. All these things. Some people will pick the side businesses, part-time jobs, all those things. Okay, so whatever the thing you are doing, ultimately your salary, total amount which you are earning, minimum should beat the inflation, so that you will have the respectable life at the end. Okay, this is the goal for why we need to invest. First of all, that is the goal for the investment. If you are getting more the sufficient money here, the inflation rate is 5%, your salary hike from last average hike you got the 15%, then there is no point of looking for all these things. In this case, what happens, in this case, until your retirement it is fine. After the retirement, okay, your income you will not get. Okay, that time the 5% inflation rate amount will go, remaining 10% you are going to put into the some locker. This money you are going to use for your life. Okay, that is different things. Those guys are the okay gifted childrens. Okay, God gifted them to the society. Not all the people grows like that. Either they are the business owners, or they are the higher management people, they are the highly talented people. Okay, those category, those people comes. Okay, our case we are not fit into those area. So now let us take, like, we are going for the fixed deposit. Okay, you need to have some alternate income. Fixed deposit, okay, you are having some additional income where you got some bonus or xyz, some savings, something like that. You invested the 1 lakh rupees in the fixed deposit, for example. So what is the average fixed deposit rate now? As of now, 6.6 or 7 percentage. 7 percentage is very high. Okay, most of the banks are providing around 6 to 6.5 only. Okay, last year it was 5.9. Okay, now average I am taking 6 percentage or 7 percentage. Let me take as a 7 percentage. Okay, if you take the 7 percentage interest rate, 7 percentage interest rate, how much next year how much this amount is going to become? Okay, 1 lakh is going to become 1 lakh 7,000, right? What is the inflation amount it will go? It is going to go 5,000 rupees, right? 5% inflation rate. So your money is going to become 102,000. Okay, if you are working person and you are paying the tax for this 7,000 rupees, 10% tax you have to pay. That is the TDS in the tax deduction at source. The bank itself, they will deduct the 700 rupees, which is 10% of your thing, plus some GST, educational chess, all those things. It becomes like another 2%. Okay, around 1,000 rupees they will charge you. If it goes 1000 rupees, your 1 lakh is going to become 1 lakh 6000 rupees. Okay, inflation, the goods, consumer goods items hike, right, is more than what you are getting. So finally, after this 5000 deduction, you are going to get 1000 rupees. Okay, so if you are investing into it, why banks, do you think banks will give you more? Why the how the fixed deposit rates are fixed? How they will calculate? Because based on this inflation, right? Every day we are seeing US inflation data is rising, interest rates are rising, all those things. Okay, because of these reasons, there is a interlink between the inflation and interest rate. If the inflation is high, okay, interest rate should be high so that people can put into the banks. Okay, if the outside rates are very high and you are getting the income very low, why people will keep in the banks? That is the what my understanding. So if you invest in the fixed deposit, do you think are you going to beat the inflation? Slowly what happens, your money slowly it is going to become like next year 99,000, then 80,000, then 60,000, same issue you will see. Okay, this will not be sufficient thing to save into the fixed deposits. Then where we have to save? Okay, so we need to save minimum. The basic idea is something like, okay, the inflation rate 6 percentage on and average, you have to beat the 6 percentage. On top of it, at least you need to get some 10 percentage. Okay, total the earning, whatever you are getting this earning, in which you need to pay the 30% tax or 25% tax, whatever you are doing. That means overall the minimum expectation will be the 18 percentage to 20 percentage gain you should get. Will you agree with me? Are you able to follow the same thing? Okay, will you agree with whatever the content I am saying here? Is it true? That is true, right? Now, this is the reason we need to find out, okay, after tax deduction, everything, the minimum 10 percentage rate, because this inflation fluctuations will be there. Sometimes, sometimes we may not go for the work. Okay, your age is 25 years, the job, average people will get the job 25 to 30 years. On top of it, your retirement age will be the 60 years. That means only the 30 years you are going to earn the income. After that, you may survive till 80 years. That means still there is a 20 years remaining time. This 30 years, the money whatever you earn, you have to sustain with remaining 20 years. Okay, do you think will it be possible? If you are not able to beat all these things, will you have the respectable life after the retirement? Because in this itself you are having your kids. Okay, your kids marriage, kids education, all those things you need to keep everything within this 30 years you are working. Okay, by the time your salary increase and you are able to get the good amount, by that time your health will get spoiled, or okay, your retirement age will come, or some other reasons, companies, private companies may lay off you. Why they will pay you 1 crore rupees or 50 lakhs rupees when the same, for the same work they are able to find the young and energetic persons for 10 lakh rupees. So 90 to 80% of the time, old age people, they are struggling because they don't have the future plans, future things, retirement plans, all those things. Okay, all these are the challenging issues in the future, not now. Immediately you cannot see this. Okay, in the future you will be having lot of issues. Whereas government employees, they will get the pension. Okay, that pension also they removed it now. Okay, so in order to beat all those things, we need to find out instruments where minimum we need to get 18 to 20 percentage. Okay, which are the things will provide 18 to 20% returns? Okay, let me take another case study. Now I am taking one example, salt. Okay, I am taking the example as a salt. Salt is sell by some company X. Okay, for the just I am taking X company, which is for the example purpose. I am not blaming the company or anything. Tata Consumer, you take Tata Salt, or you take some other Himalayan salt or something, rock salt, something, some company. Okay, who is making the salt and selling? Today salt price is 10 rupees. Tomorrow or after 1 year, the salt price is going to become a 12 rupees. This guy is based on the inflation, based on the employees cost, production cost, all these things. After all these things, they wanted to make the returns, right? Okay, why this businesses lot of money? Even they will see, they whoever making the salt, right, their equipment will have the depreciation. Okay, their employees, they have to provide employee benefits, all those things, right? They also need to beat the inflation, they also need to beat everything, right? So in order to make the revenues, more revenues, this price, whatever the price hike they are keeping, they should keep more than what is the inflation. Who is deciding this price? Who is deciding this price? These are the corporates, big corporates, the influencers of the government bodies. All these people are the one who is deciding this inflation, the demand, supply, all these things. Who is going to create? Okay, these are the big guys are going to create this demand supply. Whenever they want, they will increase the demand. Whenever they want, they will decrease the demand. Supply is there. Okay, more supply is there, the prices never comes down. Okay, even though supply is there, they will hold into the warehouse. Okay, they will not pump the things freely in the market. This is how the corporate system build. Okay, so in that case, these companies, right, these companies, for example, I am taking these companies are, if instead, if you are invested in this company, okay, this guy taken care everything, they are the one who is streamlining the demand and supply. Okay, they knows when the supply is less, use from the warehouse. When the supply is less, okay, use from here. When the supply is more, store it back to the warehouse. So do you believe these guys can manage the better the business? They can manage the better, and they are making the revenues better than what? Because if they wanted to grow, okay, they need to get everything, like okay, appreciate the depreciation of the equipment, the employee's salary, the raw material cost. There also they are buying the raw material, means they are facing this inflation, right? Okay, all these things are, after going everything, they need to make the money, which is revenue. That is where these companies will always, okay, if the rate hike is there, they will put more than what is the current situation. So these companies always trade in the premium level, never trade in the discounted level. Okay, will you accept this? And second case study I am going to tell you here is, okay, let's say your neighbor having the cows. Okay, your neighbor having the cows, he is the milk producer, is making the milk. But okay, you never buy from here. What the corporates will do, the corporate person comes and buy in the evening from this cow producer. Then he takes the milk to his company. he do some processing, put into the packets, next day morning he is going to sell to you. Okay, you never try to get from him, he never sell you. Is this the fact you are observing? This is what the corporates build the society. Who is the one who decides the demand and supply everything? Okay, the same person who is your neighbor, okay, selling the milk to this corporate, same milk he never sell for you, he will sell for the corporate. In the same milk, tomorrow it comes with the some mixed water, all those things, some processing milk in front of your door, you will see the packets. Okay, these are the two examples I am telling. Why I am telling these two examples? In this process, right, you will make sure that whatever the expenses, the inflation, everything, after that you should make the revenues more than, okay, what expected. This is if the companies grows in this CAGR, okay, at least every 4 years they can make sure that their revenues, their company performance is going to become a double. Okay, this is called rule 72, is the rule defined by the financial people. Okay, if we make 72 by 18 percentage returns, okay, we will get the 4. That means every 4 years your money is going to become a double in this process. So why we need minimum thing? Minimum, why we need to make the double? What is the reason? Because you are able to work only 30 years in your career. On top of it, okay, 20 years lifespan is there. In this 20 years lifespan, additionally there is a taxes, inflation, all those things are there. Okay, now whatever the salary you are earning 10 lakh rupees, you are able to save only 1 lakh rupees per year. That means remaining 20 years you cannot survive. In order to survive here, this 20 years, you need to make every 4 years, at least 5 years, once your money should be become double. Then only this 20 years you can lead your life like the way you are running here now. Okay, do you accept this logic? Friends, is it true, or I am telling hypothetically? It's correct, right? In order to have the better life, we need to maintain this, at least 3 to 4 years, our money, 5 years at least the minimum, our money should grow. Okay, where this money grows like this? Because these corporate companies, they know. Do you think they don't know all this logic? For them also same thing, right? If their company wanted to survive, okay, here the human lifespan, there the instruments lifespan is going to every 4 years or 5 years, equipment they have to change, all those things. So they also need to, business will be there or may not be there, they also need to grow at the rate of 18 percentage. Because of this, okay, you need to find the companies never fall into the losses. Most of the time, most of the companies, if 1 year or 2 years, the quality companies I am talking, okay, these companies, the companies which standard companies, they believe margins are the good margins, they wanted to make good management, all these people they will try to make sure minimum 18 percentage. That is this 18 percentage. The mutual funds also try to make minimum 18 percentage, 15 to 18 percentage, the minimum returns. Okay, so this is the reason these corporate companies are trying to make this 18 percentage returns. If you invest in this company, the stock price also going to become 18 percentage CAGR every year, so that your money also going to grow in this ratio. After certain years, you will be safe and secured. That is the reason we need to invest in companies which are giving 18 percentage CAGR, at least minimum 18 percentage, so that you can make double your salary by every 4 years. So now you are in the 40 years, if you make the double, of your money, this 40 years, right? Coming 20 years, if you make the double of this money, one portion you are going to use for this 20 years which are you are working, and remaining 1%, two time double, right? I am telling two, double. One times you are going to use for your expenses, remaining one time, okay, this 20 years you are going to use the same ratio you are going to sustain in case if you are 40 years, and choose the companies which are providing 18 percentage returns, where you are able to make the 18 percentage. The amount you are getting is going to use one time, and the remaining one time amount you are going to use later point after 60 years, remaining 20 years life, right? You need to have the same lifestyle so that you can enjoy. How is this logic? You understand the logic, right? Why we need to make for every investments which are giving 18 percentage returns minimum? Because we are going to take the retirement by 60 years. Okay, after the 60 years, same lifestyle, whatever the amounts, whatever the lifestyle we are having, we need to continue 20 more years after that. That is the reason, if you make the double of your earnings, including salary and investment, everything double every 4 years at least, if you are making the double, that means 1x you are going to use for the current expenses, another 1x you are going to make for the aside, keeping aside this another 1%, 1x, this another 1x is going to use for this remaining 20 years, okay, without disturbing our lifestyle. I hope this makes sense, right? Understand? Everybody understand? Already you guys knows it. Now you got the clearance, right? Yes. Yes. So because remaining 20 years, you cannot work till you die, right? You means not you, don't feel, okay? The human. So who is deciding all these things? Are the inflation, the prices in the society, the goods. Okay, whoever makes the goods, right? They will make sure that they should also beat the inflation. They should make their employees satisfied. Okay, their appreciation. They need to make at least 18 percentage to survive their companies. So, in order to survive by ourselves, we need to figure out the companies which are giving the 18 percentage returns. Okay, this is what this 18 percentage under rule 72. Okay, this is not the book knowledge, boss. Okay, just my thought process. I wanted to give. This is what I think most of the time. You never find these things in the YouTube or anywhere in this. Okay, just you have to use your brain. Try to decode. The way you are talking now, right? I was thinking to beat the inflation. I am able to beat the inflation. I am fine. But beyond the inflation, there is a something which we cannot think of. Okay, that we have to think. We have to start. Always, the science, right? The science and research always start from the why, what, okay, when. These three questions only will make humans to become sharper. Okay, that's what I believe. So now 18 percentage is your target. In order to get the 18 percentage, we need to invest the markets which are which are the markets. What are the market means there will be a normal vegetable market. There are mix of so many businesses, like tomato business will be there, brinjal business will be there, the salt business, oil business, so many things mixed together becomes a market, right? So here so many, the market means so many combinations of so many various businesses. Okay, various businesses in the sense in your life you will be having, all is part of your life, right? The consumer goods, okay, consumer goods, FMCG companies, consumer durables, okay, edible oils, petroleum, energy, everything you are using, everywhere the price will go up, right? So all these companies also have to make the financials, fin services, okay, the bankings, all the people whoever wanted to make the good businesses, all should go. This guy, if these guys provide this 18% returns, right, then these guys have to make the 100% returns. Okay, it is very difficult for them to make the 100%. That is where these corporates will give you, okay, equal to on par with the inflation, so that their revenue will not get affected. So we need to find all the items which are having, in our life, day to day life, find the good companies, invest in these companies, so that it will rise in the 18 percentage. Okay, now how to figure out all these things. Okay, I am going to take another case study where the successful business and the failure business is there. Okay, why people always says stock market is the where the place is gambling. Okay, the gambling, stock market is the place which is the gambling. Who talks? The uneducated people will talk. Okay, being a educated person, you need to understand and think like stock market is the place where multiple businesses will be there. The business in the sense, okay, they need to beat all the inflation, employee cost, okay, the rents, the depreciation of the equipment, the interest, whatever the principal amount they are taking loans, all those things they have to beat it. Okay, in that process, they have to, make others to degrade or loot others. If they are not able to loot others, right, they cannot grow. They have to close their business. Okay, there is a song, right, in Puspa. Okay, Deko Deko Meka something, one song is there in Telugu. Okay, Telugu people may know it. Okay, if if you are not able to kill others, others are going to kill you. That meaning will come in the one of the stanza in that song. You listen once again. Okay, దొరికిందా అది సస్తాది దొరక్కపోతే ఇది సస్తాది సంథింగ్, one line is there. Okay, corporates works like that only. Okay, if you are the victim, if you are the victim, you are going to die. If they are the victim, they are going to die. Okay, that is the war always will be there. For that you need to have the proper education. Okay, proper education. Coming to that point, I am not saying that, okay, I am running the tuition business, join with me. Okay, people think in the negative way. Don't take anything in the negative. That is the reason I never run the classes, or I never run the any businesses which are interlinked with the money. Okay, people always underestimate others. They think in the different way. So coming to the some business I am taking, for example, okay, you are the person. I am taking two examples. One is the failed one, other is the successful one. Normal condition only. If you are the one, you give interest. You give to other person for the interest. Okay, let's take case by case. 1 lakh rupees you give for the interest to this guy. What is the interest rate? Okay, 3 rupees is the interest rate. 3 rupees. Normally the banks will treat, for the 12 months interest in the form of percentages. But the normal interest rate, normal financing in the villages, there will be a high risk. Okay, because of that they will charge like, 3 rupees interest means for 1 lakh rupees 1 month. Okay, he has to pay back 3000 rupees extra. 3 rupees interest means this is the meaning. Okay, 2 rupees interest means, right, 2000 rupees extra they have to pay. 1 rupee means 1000 rupees extra they have to pay. A person X here, say Madhu Reddy, give to some person who is Show Reddy. I didn't remember the name, just randomly I pick from the attendance. Okay. So Madhu Reddy having the risk whether the Show Reddy will pay or not. Okay, that risk is always will be there. I am taking case by case. One case, this guy paid amount 1 lakh rupees. In successful case, after 12 months, this guy paid entire thing. Now, for 1 lakh rupees, which is going to become how much? 1 lakh 30,000, 36,000 rupees is going to get. This is success case, right? In other way around, other two cases, okay, this guy started, he says, where whatever the amount you gave, I invested somewhere, I got the losses, I don't have the money to pay you back. Now what will you do? What we will do? We will go for the negotiation process. In that negotiation process, okay, he says, I am not able to pay you the interest. Okay, then at least pay the principal amount which I have paid. Then in best case you will get successful amount. Okay, after that next best case you are going to get 1 lakh rupees from him. Okay, your principal is going to get back. Then you will be happy. At least I got my principal. This is the case 2. Case 3, I am talking the case 3 where this guy not able to pay this 1 lakh rupees itself. Then what will you do? In the case 3, at least whatever amount is there, okay, you went for the bankrupt and IP, okay, then you will go for the negotiation. In that negotiation process, you will get your share of some amount which is like say 80,000 rupees or even less, or some amount, some X amount you are going to get. Okay, this is the third case. The fourth case, this guy says, okay, I don't pay anything, I don't have anything. You, in case you want me, you kill me and take my life. I don't have money, do whatever you want. That is the fourth case. If you are a person who is giving for the interest in the society by trusting others, by trusting this guy, X guy, by trusting the Y guy, there is a risk factor. In successful case, this guy is going to get this amount, very happy. In the failure case, this guy is going to get at least whatever the principal amount he gave. Another partial success case is going to get some negotiation, which is some 80,000 rupees. Another cases is going to become 0. Everybody understand this logic? Friends, at least respond to somebody at least. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, these scenarios normally happens in our life, right? Yes, right? Okay. Everybody agrees for this? This, these are the probability reasons, right? The 4 scenarios, everybody life we are seeing it, right? So the risk is involved in there. Will you agree? Risk is involved. Okay. Same concept apply for the stock market. A person like Madhu or a person X person invested in a Y company. Okay. 1 lakh rupees. As per his analysis, his business, everything, this 1 lakh worked out, he got the 30% return. Okay, in a year or 25 percentage. Minimum what we are expecting, 18% return we are expecting. If we get successfully this 18% return in a 12-month duration. Okay, that means successfully you are going to get 1,18,000 rupees back. This is the success case, right? Second case, you invested in the company, okay, but this company is trading in the range bound. It goes up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, not given any returns. You exited at the end of the year, you exited at cost to cost. That means no loss, no gain, time is waste. You got back your 1 lakh rupees money, right? You analyzed the same company after 1 year or after 2 years, you waited for, you give the enough time to that business, still this business is not performing, it is not meeting your requirement, but currently it made loss of 20,000 rupees. That means your market value become 80,000 rupees. Now the third scenario, you are going to get for the negotiation the best price. You exited during the quarterly results or somewhere. You exited some small with some small losses. Okay, which is 80,000 rupees. That means you lost in the stock 20k. That's okay. You leave it. The just example purpose. The company going for the bankrupt, still you will get for the, you know that this company before going to fall, there will be a 20% lower circuit or somewhere. This 1 lakh never become zero. At least you will get a 25,000 rupees back. But if you give to one person, X person, okay, if you give to this X person, if he dies or if he is not willing to give it back, you cannot do anything. Will you go with the knife and kill him and threatening him? Even if you threaten him, right, he says smartly what this guy says, okay, wait, I will give you next month, next month, next month. Then he will make sure that the bond paper you wrote will expire by that date. Then he will show his face, do whatever you want. He will start ignoring you. He will start blocking your mobile number. All those things. Now where you will go and where you will fight? If you go and beat him, it is going to be the crime. Okay. This fourth scenario, becoming zero, is not there in the markets. Will you agree for this point? The company never become zero, right? At least you take the some bad businesses, you tell me, okay, where you invested and you lost the amount. I will take that as an example. You take, okay, Idea is the company. 4 years ago, it was trading at 45 rupees, or in 2010, it was trading at 45 rupees. Okay, it went all through the 80, then it came back to the 3 rupees. Now it is trading at 18 rupees or 17 rupees. Will this become zero? You take the S Bank, which was traded at 480. Okay, highest it went to the 1800 and stock had the split and it came back to the this level. Then from where up and down, 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 up and down it comes. Okay, somewhere in this region you are going to book and take the profit. Okay, by realizing it, give up something to the market and come out of it. Okay, this is the risk. This risk everywhere will be there. Even if you give for the somebody, if you invest in the fixed deposit, the bank is the corporate, which is not good business, means there is a chance of going to the bankrupt. Okay, in that case you will get only the insurance amount for 1 lakh rupees, maximum 1 lakh rupees. Every person 2.5 lakh only you will get. Okay, because the bank also doing the business, same business, right? Okay, this is the listed company where the cheaters will be there everywhere. Okay, if the bank will go to the bankrupt, the finally the negotiated amount, which is the insurance amount only you are going to get. The risk is there in everywhere with respect to the money. Will you accept for this or not? The challenges and the risk you should understand first. Okay, in which business the risk is not there? where is the risk free business is there and risk free money you are getting. If you work till you die in the company, that is fine. For doing that, you should be the business owner so that that business runs under you. Okay, from the day one to till we die, this business is under us. We will be having the good life. Okay, if you are the worker, this business is not under you. One fine day you have to go out from the company. Okay, remaining life you need to survive. For surviving remaining life, you need to have the money. This is where everybody wanted. Okay, for getting this money, you need to take the risk. Okay, do you think you will be having risk free money in anywhere? Then why can't we take the risk now? Just this is one logic. Okay, I am trying to make you to understand the risk factor first. People think like fixed deposit is the very safer investment. So for me, 5% return is very good. My amount is safer. I will keep there. Okay. If you keep in the fixed deposit, your amount will be safer. Do you think your amount will be safer and the bank will not go to the bankrupt? What happened in the S Bank? S Bank offered very high interest rates and people deposited and they are running with the roaming around the court now. Same problems will be there everywhere. The risk is everywhere. Okay, we have to, what I am trying to conclude here is risk is everywhere. When you take the risk, you will get the reward. This reward always should be, whenever you are taking 1% risk, the reward should be always 2%. Then only around 50 investments you are going to do, around 50 investments or 100 investments if you are going to do, 50% of the businesses or investments if you lose, every time if you are losing the 50, okay, means every business, losing business you are going to lose the 1000 rupees. Whenever you are going to gain, you are getting the 2x, that means 2000 rupees you are getting. At least this is the minimum criteria I am saying. Okay, for this 50 into 1000 you are going to lose the 50,000 rupees from your investment. Whereas if whenever you make, you are going to make the 1 lakh rupees. This 1 lakh minus 50,000 if you make, still you are in the profit of 50,000 rupees. This is the basic idea of the risk management. You understand what is the risk management here? The basic idea of the risk management, risk is everywhere, it is there. We are the humans, not the machines. Okay, we are the humans. There is a probability of making the mistakes. When we are making the mistakes, let us cut the losses. When we are the right, try to capitalize as much as possible. With that approach, still you will be in the profit of 2x, right? Whenever you go 2x, okay. If you take this risk, I am taking the capital market risk, 1:2 risk reward. If you take the risk, the amount you are thinking the safer in the fixed deposit, here also the amount will be the safer. It is not growing as per your expectations. It is growing 1x ratio. Okay, still you are making the money. Now let's say you are having the 50 lakhs amount at the age of 40. Okay, in the same ratio, if you are taking 1x, it is going to 1 crore rupees, equal amount. Remaining 20 years, if you are going to work and save same amount, same ratio, and markets also giving you the same ratio, again it is going to be the 2x returns. After that, your 20 years you can survive, right? Will you understand this? Do you understand this? Risk is there. Everywhere risk is there. So, to mitigate the risk, we need to define the risk management in place so that we can survive easily. Right? Guys, I'm making you confused. Okay, the risk concern, wherever the risk is there is no field without risk. Okay, to we have to accept the risk. Okay, while accepting the risk, we need to have the tolerance, the risk tolerance. Okay, the maximum risk I can take for trade is 1,000 rupees or 10,000 rupees or 1% of my capital. If you define this risk, if you go into the capital markets, if the business not running, you come out with a very early stage. If the business is running, you are keep on trialing your business and making the money. This is what, anywhere risk is there, risk factors are there. We need to define our risk tolerance level, accept that risk, and proceed with the money making principles. You can be success in the not only market, everywhere. Okay, that is the secret of success story. Risk is there in everywhere, any business, anywhere, wherever the money involved, risk is there, because everything measured by the money only. Okay, there is no, in the ancient days, right? If you give the 1 kg rice, you will get 1 kg salt. That days, the exchanging of the goods, that stage is crossed. Okay, these corporates are the intelligence. Okay, they kept the common money so that everybody run behind that common money, so they can utilize us. This is what I would like to explain you guys in this session. I hope I conveyed the things in place in the proper manner. Now you ask me some questions. Before taking the questions, right, I am taking you to the these companies. Okay, you are thinking stock market is the gambling. Okay, in the long run, only how many companies are, closed the businesses. Let us see those things. Okay, don't think the, risk free businesses are there. Let me take you into, this is the sheet where I am going to track you and show you the some results. Okay, just for the sake of showing you, I am taking some F&O stocks. Okay, you take some business houses. Okay, the group businesses houses in India. Famous business house is Reliance. You believe Reliance is the famous business house? Bajaj Group, you believe? Mahindra Group, you believe? Adani Group, you believe? Okay, Hero Group, this is called Mahascooter. Okay, Cholamandalam Group, all these companies. At least some 10 groups are there, right? Tata Group, Wipro group of companies, these are the companies every year. Okay, the well defined companies, well defined management, who is the part of India growth. Okay, here one more point I am telling you. Okay, you always things like, governments always help for the corporates. Why government has to help the corporates? They are the one who is having the capital in their hands. If the government approaches them and give the more capital, they are the one going to build the nation and recover that money from the people or from the government. See, let's say L&T is the company. If you are the person, if you get the metro project, L&T, without taking the money from the government, without claiming this, these guys construct the line and then recovers the money from this. In case if they are not recovering money, They will increase the ticket from share. From that, over the period, they are going to get the money and recover their things. They are having the capability, that power is there. Because of that power, they can sustain. They are the one who is having the money. Now, this government will not see, the being a citizen, you never pay the tax. You wanted to escape from the taxes, you wanted to escape from the rules, you wanted to escape everywhere. How government can survive? But at the same time, you wanted to get the all the benefits. You give the presentations and lectures in the common groups, like, people are taking the freebies. Do you think in your home are you giving up the freebies? The old pension, something XYZ pensions, all those things. You are employee, right? You are working hard, right? I'm staying in Bangalore. Everybody, I think everybody applied for the, that Gurha Lakshmi, something they are going to give up to 250 units free. We are the one who is giving all those things, okay? Because the government is taking the taxes. That's where we thought of taking the revenge on the government. So government always believes these are the big corporate houses. These are the guys going to build, having the capacity and capability to build the nation. That is where the projects are given to them. If they give the money and projects to you, you are not able to pay the tax back. Okay, do you think you will pay? You will do this kind of thing? That means you are not deserved for doing this. These guys are the deserved for doing this. That is where the governments and the development happens through these companies. For our knowledge, we think, okay, Adani Group or Ambani Group are taking the more money, government projects, all those things. That is the wrong perception we are having. But ultimately, they are the one who is building the nation. Okay, you in the positive approach, you think like that. So in that business process, these are the business families running well-defined businesses in India. So many verticals they are having. Okay, these companies, how they provided the money for their investors. Okay, that we can see. See, I am taking, this is the date. Let us go for the last 1 year, which companies are performed. Okay, very nicely. I am taking 2023 June 1st to till this. Okay, some date just changing. You will get the entire data. Let me show you the data so that you will understand the facts. Okay, I'm not saying that I am great and tracking everything. This is not my intention to tell you. Okay, which are the businesses? Trent is from the Tata Group. HAL is the defense company. PHC is the finance company. Dixon consumer durables company. The metal company. Electronics company. Battery company. Financial technology company. Trading company. Automobile company. Okay, telecom company. Infrastructure building company. Real estate company. Auto company. Metal company. Infrastructure company. These are the defined businesses. Do you think? Okay, leave. These are the 1 year data I am taking. So this might be the 1 year. These guys might have performed very nice. Okay, let us take 2 years data, or we can take 4 years data, which is 2020. Okay, let us track from the 4 years, 18%. That means around 200 to 250% we should get it. From the businesses I am talking. Okay, last 4 years I am taking Adani Enterprises, give the 2000%. HAL given the around 1700%. Persistent IT company. BEL is the electronics company. Dixon is the one. Tata Power, Tata Motors, automobile companies. Okay, automobile company, Polycab, Birla Soft is the IT company. Metal companies, infrastructure companies, auto company. Okay, all these companies are making in your life, right? Geel. Okay, these are the some businesses, cyclical businesses. These guys depends on the others. Okay, the dependency is something like somebody has to give the ads. Okay, the ad giving companies, ad giving people, If they wanted to take the revenge, they will not give you the ads, and this consequently these guys are going to make the losses. Okay, you take some other businesses. Okay, I'm going still 4 more years back. Okay, 2016. Let us take Decode. You are thinking like, markets are always gambling. Okay, always giving the losses. How many companies? See, I am tracking, for example, I am tracking total 159 companies, in which 3% companies only, the probability, right, very less losing the. See, this company also, Piramal Enterprises is the group company which had so many businesses, and they bifurcated the businesses. Because of that, it might be showing this data might be wrong. Okay, you take some other things, pharma companies. Okay, where is the business loss, where is the risk factors in the longer run? Okay, the specialty chemicals, the steel companies, this is Polycab pipe making company, real estate ancillaries, Persistent company, Godrej realty company, tire making company, consumer durables, gold making company, specialty chemicals, finance company, Tata Consumer, okay, consumer goods company, infrastructure company, okay, motor company, again power company, okay, finance company, okay, the infrastructure company, Adani Ports, okay, Cholamandalam Finance, all these are the companies, right? Who made the returns? You see the returns, okay? This is the what you need to hold the companies with the conviction in the longer run. If you go to another 4 more years back, okay, 2010 or 2012, how many businesses, in the top 200 companies you take, every year these guys are making. Okay, total how many? 158 in this, right? Maybe newly listed companies are going to drop. Okay, my system will track from the Google. Okay, some APIs are there. Now the from the 2012, only the 146 companies I am tracking. Some companies may not be listed, this and all those things. Later point of time, those companies might have listed. Okay, if you see in this list, how many companies went for the losses? Idea only one. By showing this as a one example, the Idea, Yes Bank, this as a one example. By showing this example, people blames the market, which is wrong, I would say. These companies beaten the inflation. TVS Motors, do you think you never listen this Granules? You don't know this company Granules? Canara, Canfin Homes, the Cholamandalam Finance, you never heard this company? Aarti Industries, JK Cement Company, Tire Company, Aro Pharma, Aravindo Pharma, you never? Britannia, you never heard? Pidilite, you never heard? Torrent Pharma, no, you Havels, Titan, Voltas, you never heard these companies? What is happening in the market? That's what I'm trying to tell you guys is, don't think the market and market participants are the idiots. You always think like, okay, you go and do your greedy things like buying the options, selling the options, okay, running behind the, or catching the falling knife. Falling knife you should not catch. Okay, falling knife you should not catch. If the vehicle is coming into your direction, you are also going into, say, the same direction. You need to understand that, okay, the ratio this guy is driving towards you, the ratio you are going to drive towards him, both, at least one should reduce the speed and give the time for taking the diversion. If you are not able to take the diversion, what is going to happen here? This is the common sense you need to think about the markets when you are talking. These are the well defined businesses. Give the time over the period in the long run. Okay, these companies never made. Hindustan Unilever, ITC, Okay, Bajaj Auto, TCS. All these are the businesses, man. This is what I am trying to say. Try to grow slowly. Okay. Now, any you take for the sake of some other sectors. Okay, banking sector stocks. You take these are the banks which are there. Out of how many are there? Total, I am tracking 9. Out of 9, only 1%, 10%, or 8% failure is there. Remaining 90% of the stocks given the very good returns from the last 12 years. You take 2 more years back. Okay, we are tracking the around 15 years. Now you are 40 years age. You track another 20 years. You assume. You take any companies. Let me go back to the F1O. How many companies are there? 135 plus this 141 companies out of only 6 companies. That means 5 to 10 percentage. This 5 to 10 percentage risk always will be there. Okay, if you have invested in all these companies, what is the reward you got? What is the risk? What is your risk level and what is the reward you got? This is what I am saying. Believe the business, hold the business, at least believe the business families or influencers are building the nations. The people who is willing to build the nations, believe those guys and go invest in that companies and live for the longer time. Okay, always don't be discourage you and don't talk the nonsense about the markets or about the companies, about the businesses. Corporates are there, they need to survive their company, they also need to make 18% returns like your expectation. That is where they do a hell lot of things. Business means one has to lose and other has to gain. That's it. Are you guys able to follow me? These companies you never heard 10 years ago and now also time is nothing happened. These businesses are going to grow. Opportunities always comes. Keep in your mind, whenever the opportunity comes, these are the F&O stocks are big businesses, nice businesses. The business families who runs the business, who is participating the nation development, believe those companies, go and buy those businesses and live for the longer time so that you will make the lot of money over the period. Okay, do you think these guys not beaten the inflation, these numbers? You understand, right? So instead, yes, go ahead. You never get from the download. This is all my 8 years, effort I build. The market. I never follow any news. I never follow anything. Okay, everything whatever I talk from my own things. Okay, here one more software which is running in my some other laptop where some algorithms runs and the import range. What it will do is every regular intervals it runs some algorithms, 25 algorithms, bring the breakout stocks, put into one Excel sheet. That Excel sheet import from that Excel sheet to this results is the one where it puts. This is the sheet I was giving in my website for free. Around 3 years I gave for free. Okay, then I realized that there are some people misusing the sheet. Okay, they started business using this bullish stocks. That is where I realized and I stopped. Okay, all these things are my effort. I am sorry to say that I will not share anything. These are my personal things actually. So lot of APIs, lot of code written behind this to track all these things. Okay, the data which get from the fetch from the NSE website or Google somewhere. all the various sources. Okay. So last 10 years or 14 years, last 14 years, we are tracking how many businesses went to the losses. Okay, how many businesses give the thing. Top companies, right? Top Bajaj Group, Atul, there are group companies. See, in the longer run, this is the specialty chemical company. Okay, Trent is the this supermarket company, and also Trent having this Zodiac, right? Zodiac is part of Trent. After Zodiac, the Trent stock went up by anything. Okay, I also recommended 2 years ago. This company definitely going to replace the DMart, like that I mentioned. As I mentioned, when it was 1000 rupees or 700 rupees, today it is trading at 6 to 7. Okay, 5000 rupees. This was the strength. Okay, Aarti Industries, Cholamandalam Finance, SRF. SRF is the very good company, strong fundamental company, having multiple verticals, textiles, the colors which uses for the textiles, they makes it. Okay, the specialty chemicals we uses for the pharmaceuticals, they makes. Okay, from the top 10 companies, there are two companies are the specialty chemical companies. One API company, Granules, from last 20 years or last 15 years, these are the companies. Page Industries, right? Jockey, Bunions, textile company. Okay, Persistent IT company, Britannia, FMCG company, Havels wire company, Titan consumer goods, gold company, Naukari. The Naukari, I used to tell people like, a person who completes the graduation, after the graduation, what we want? We need to marry, right? For marrying, there is a website, matrimonial website, which is handled by the Naukari, part of the Naukari group. Once you get marriage, you will get the children's. For the children's, there is a educational website run by these guys only. Okay, once you get the children's, you need to have the house. For that, you need to go for the house loan. For making the house loan, there is a website who is owned by the Naukari. Once you make the thing, you need to have the food you get from the delivery, which is the Zomato holding by this company. Okay, what else? What extra you want? You need the loans, you need the insurances, everything owned by this company, Naukari. The employment, once you get the degree, you need the employment where they maintains. The Naukri.com is the website where you put your resume in their portal, you will get the job. Everything for the human to sustain, all the businesses are there. These guys are the smart businesses, digital businesses running. Okay, do you think this is not the good business? Guys, able to understand what I'm trying to tell? This is the pizza company, the Jubilant Food. Maybe today or tomorrow may not be performing last 1 year or so. Okay, there could be some reasons, inflation or corona, people are stopped to go out, all those things. Improve, slowly improve. But past, if you see past longer time, many businesses all are successful only. Very limited things are the failure. In this also, they might have given the dividends, all those things. Okay, which might have given the good things. Okay, the split might have happened that time. The split price may not be considered. That is where still these things are the showing. Okay, if you go to the some other things, Nifty 50 stocks, top 50 stocks, you see where is the losses. Nothing given the loss over the period. This is what I am saying, man. You need to go with the, see, instead to find this, what is the, how it differentiate you. The case study I showed here, the milk case study, which is the corporate, he will make sure that, okay, he tells direct milk, you should not drink from the cow, you need to process it and remove the bacteria from this, or fat, this fat will make you to get the diabetic XYZ diseases. So he will make you to afraid to buy from here directly. Then he will take to the shop, he will do the processing and he will mix the chemicals, all the things, and give you in front of your door. That means these corporates, These guys, he has to make the business. He will tell you a number of things. Okay. Believe or not, that is up to you. How you treat 200 years ago, people directly taking the buffalo milks, they are surviving. Now, if you take the directly from the cow, same thing they are saying, too much fat is not good for the health. Okay, the milk itself creating the cause for the diabetic now. So many things. These corporates can spread the things positive way and a negative way also. If they want, they will tell some other story from tomorrow. That's what I am saying. These corporate companies, the business people, the business never. There are some businesses which are, in the long run, they need to upgrade their things. Their mindset has to get upgraded. If they are not able to upgrade their businesses, which are going to fall for sure, definitely, which are going to collapse. Okay. In that case, I provided the case study where the interest business, you will go for the negotiation and book some losses. This is the fate. Okay. Where the risk management is defined, the 1:2 risk management is defined in place. The defined risk management is owned by you. Okay. You can make sure that 50% of the time your success should be there. Remaining 50% failure also, it's not a big deal. Okay, accept the risk and go for the recovery mechanism. Okay, all these things I studied, over the period last 8 years along with my job. I studied all these things to understand these things. Day nights I put the effort. I put the effort 8 hours to my office. Okay, remaining 8 hours, believe me or not, remaining 8 hours I spent for this. Okay, for learning the trading, how the charts works in the live market, how the candle forms. Okay, after going and coming back from the office, I stay till 12 o'clock to observe the US market, UK market, some other, whichever the markets run in the night time. I'm learning. Okay, learning is the step by step. Okay, these are the practical things. You think in this way. Okay, what is the right thing and what is the wrong things? That is what I am saying. The wrong things are your mind. Okay, the wrong things are negativity among our surroundings, the ethics. Okay, the negative mindset. If I, for example, I will say, I will tell you a few examples. Okay, why I post the my profit into the public? Why should I post? The reason I am posting is, at least somebody, if they see the green, okay, they will get motivated. They will get motivated and they will have the positive mindset among the markets. That is my intention to post the greens. Other people think like this guy doing the show up. Whenever I post the green, immediately they will exit from my channel as if they are giving the money to me. If you there or not, how does that matter for me? Are you paying the money to me? No, right? That is what I am saying. Avoid the negative mindset. Just guys, this is just my observation I am seeing. I know the people who exited from my channel and again came back to me. All those things I know, but I never mind. This is the psychological feeling. People will have always that kind of mindset. And being a matured person, right? You need to have the mindset to forgive. If the person is coming to you, means you might not find the right person in outside. He explored other than you. Now he realized that, okay, this guy is at least better than me. That's what he is coming. You should not take the revenge on those guys. Okay, you should understand the human tendency and help others. That's what my intention. I am not blaming or not saying. This is the human. The negativity makes you to run behind the things. Okay, whoever telling all those things, do you think that is the truth might be different. Okay, truth might be the different. For that, I am going to tell you few more examples before concluding this session. Okay, there are the perception is different, the reality is different. Okay, I am going to give you some words. You think and tell me what is the difference between the knowledge and wisdom. What is the knowledge and wisdom? Okay, Telugulo cheppalante knowledge means okay, తెలివి, జ్ఞానము, wisdom and knowledge. Do you think both are same? Then one more example I am going to tell you. Multiple times I mentioned what is the growth and development. What do you measure with the growth and what do you see the development? One more example I am going to take you. What is the rich? What is the wealth? These words are the matured words. These words are the unmatured things. Okay? Growth means if you measure the growth of the child, that means the body growing, the head, body, weight, all those things are growing means that is the growth. Along with the body, brain also grows. That is the development. Okay, the knowledge which you are using, this knowledge by studying the books, all those things, you are gaining the knowledge. When you use your common sense and apply this knowledge and get benefit out of this knowledge is called wisdom. Do you believe that? The rich means people thinks I am the rich. You are never the rich. The rich means it comes overnight, luck based thing. Wealth means you have to build over the period. This wealth will be generated over the period, will be there long lasting. It comes for the generations. The rich can be, let's say you are walking on the street, you find 1 kg gold, somebody lost it and you got this, you become the rich. This is temporary thing. This is the okay, hard working. You have to build over the period. Okay, here lot of hard work, lot of effort, lot of common sense, lot of things are there. We should be follow these things. We should not be, these are the temporary things. Okay, people are interested for these temporary things. In this process they are forgetting the long term goals, long term things, long term efforts. What is the good right thing for the longer period, what is the right thing for the shorter period, that differentiation not able to understand. That is where I am saying this derivative trading, all these things you may do the for the day to day to become rich. It never make you the wealthy. Okay, for making the wealthy there is a other mechanism. The people who is having more money, they will go far out of the money and sell the call options and put options where market will not come there and which are going to expire worthless, so that they will make consistently 1% per month. Okay, out of this or 1.5% per month, if they make out of 12 months they are going to make 18%. These guys are going to become the millionaires, make the rich. Okay, wealthy. You take the kirana shop, those guys will sell the goods. Okay, 100 kgs per day. If they sell every kg, they are going to get a margin of 1 rupee profit. By end of the day, 100 kgs, they are going to get the 100 rupees, which is very small amount for you. Okay, but in a 7 days, this is the money mission. Okay, in the 7 days they are going to get 700 rupees. In a month, 30 days, they are going to 3000 rupees. In a 360 days, they are going to get 3,60,000 rupees, which is the very good money. This is called lattice effect. The lattice effect means, let's say you are the smoker doing the smoke. Every day you are spending the 10 rupees. Okay, for 360 days you are wasting the money of 3,600. By seeing 10 rupees is very smaller amount, in the long run it is going to be the very big amount. Okay, out of 10 years, you are going to lose 3,60,000 rupees. Out of your lifetime, you started smoking by 25 years with the to satisfy your ego by telling I am having the more mental pressures to get from the relaxation. I started smoking. If you start doing that 25 years, remaining 60 years, because lifespan is going to become reduced 15 to 20 years, so you are going to survive for the 40 years only, 60 years only, in which remaining 45 years you calculate into 45, 4 times of this amount, which is like 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs amount you are going to. Today it is the very small amount, over the period it is going to be very big. That is called small efforts. If you stop this, your lifespan will increase. Over the period you are going to make lot of money. Okay, you take the home loan interest concept. Another case study. See, all these things you know very well, but you are not able to applying same thing to your case. Sorry guys, I am taking little bit longer time. Okay, these are the important case studies. Every day I cannot take the sessions. That's what I am giving. Home loan interest, if they give you the 40 lakhs rupees interest over the 20 years, they are going to get more than 1 crore rupees collect from you. Okay, more than 1 crore rupees they are going to get. Still they make money of 60 lakhs from you. When they are giving 40 lakhs, they are going to get EMI as a 40,000. This is very small amount, which is the lattice. Okay, over the period, which is going to become very big. Like that, many people are using this facility. Many people get the banks. That business is going to grow like anything. The bank which is giving the corporate loans, more corporate loans, these corporate guys are the business. There will be a business failures. This business is very difficult for sustaining. A businessman trying to make other businessman rich. That means this guy might be the prudent guy, or this guy might be the prudent guy. Okay, both guys can do the master plan among them. This guy trying to make edge out of this guy trying to get the edge out of this guy. In this war, this guy may win and this guy may win. This is where the Yes Bank got business loss by giving the more corporate loans, whereas other banks, their concentration is giving the retail loans for the home loan, car loan, this kind of thing. For the sake, I showed you the Bajaj Finance example, where I showed Bajaj Finance. Okay, in the top, how many years? This is from where 2012, last 15 years, this is the top company in the Nifty 50 which has given. What they will do, Bajaj Finance, you know, right? If you go to the Chroma or somewhere in the business, somewhere they will, for TV, small items, people, for the middle class people, they will give returns. They are the one who get the fear with these corporates and pay back to the amount properly. Okay, that is what, while thinking a business which is influencing the other businessman, these both are the equal parties. One will try to get edge out of other. Okay, who will win? We are not sure. Avoid such kind of things always in the business. That is what I am trying to. All these are the case studies. I did the one by one, all the studies. Okay, I would like to share with you guys here what is the good, what is the bad, what is the right, what is the wrong. Okay, the words which I have explained, like, there is a knowledge and wisdom, big difference is there. Similarly, growth and development, rich and wealthy. Okay, the corporate tying up with other corporate. Okay, the normal big corporate trying out with the normal people, common man. How that businesses, you have to think in that way. Decide while investing the companies over for the longer term. In the longer run, only 5 to 6% of the companies given the losses in the over longer run, but rest of the businesses gave the good money only. Okay, most of the businesses given the good money. Okay, this is what my conclusion here. Just I am stopping the video to avoid the length. Okay, let us start